Well, as usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett, when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. And Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona. But this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. Well, you can argue this is the single hardest belt in the UFC to defend. The UFC's lightweight division has long been a murderer's row, and this champion's latest challenger looks like he could come through and upset the apple cart.
We were talking to him the other day, and I asked him about the fight. He goes, DC, nothing surprises me, because every time I go in there, I fight the toughest, scariest opponent. I understand my opponent's good, but I'm the champion for a reason, and I intend for it to stay that way.
Seemed like he had a great training camp, a great weight cut, and even though there are definite stylistic challenges in front of him here tonight, told us on Thursday in the fighter meeting, skill for skill, I'm better than this guy everywhere, and I'm going to prove it in a big way in front of this capacity crowd tonight. Our tail of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the world, ilia Topuria.
Herb Dean, our referee for this
one.
one.
Ready. Do it.
Star power, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett back on the proven ground here tonight, and with much fanfare as you hear the fans chiming in, it has been a tremendous rise to superstardom for Paddy the Paddy Pimblett. But let's not lose sight of the pre-UFC experience, right? Former Cage Warriors, featherweight champion. He has passed most of his UFC tests with flying colors to this point in time. Now the challenges get stiffer, but Paddy Pimblett's undeterred. He's ready to prove that he's not just a smiley face, he's not just a personality, he's also one of the best lightweights in the world. Pimblett's in half guard now. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Yeah, he's going to try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip so that he can get pressure to...
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
There it is. Now he's running him out.
Making all these shots count. Nice positional control here. Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Ilia Topuria. deceptive level change to get the takedown.
Now he's going full mount. Beautiful transition.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
In the half guard.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Topuria's back in half guard. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Getting them out here.
Final seconds here. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
All right, I want you to forget about that round. That round's gone, okay? We're going to go back at it. We're going to stick to our jiu-jitsu. We're going to get the takedown.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Oh, big left hook there. And follows up with another one. All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round one, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good on the ground. I would have expected him to try to get it to the ground earlier in the fight. But as we go on, it's starting to become very clear that that is not the game plan tonight.
Throwing that low kick.
He loaded up there on that high kick. Huge knee lands in the clinch.
Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Just over 3 minutes now to go. And that left hook landed on the button. So a much different approach for him here in this huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Big right hand lands.
He went high on that one. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Topuria. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Oh, roundhouse kick.
Dude's in a good flow state, landing punch after punch.
Topuria gets in the clinch.
He's hurt. Oh, big elbow.
Topuria going for the leg kick. He misses.
That's a big strike right there. Nasty high kick. How is he still standing? Oh, just opening up on him now.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this.
It's a masterclass, John. It's a masterclass in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combination with the kick.
Nice kick to the midsection. He engages in a single collar tie here.
Good round.
Okay, listen. Breathe.
right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmaker did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mature stars.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the Fields. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent is.
Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished on that time.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? Now we'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land a lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got...
Oh, how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you. Pimblett's trying for a submission here.
It's tight.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Let's go. Get that wrist control.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Topuria's in half guard. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now, because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. 30 seconds now to go in the round. Nice uppercut on the inside there. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, that's the biggest shot right thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over.
Oh, so what an end to the round. He got knocked down just before the final horn. You can classify that as saved by the bell.
You okay? You look okay to me. You've taken way bigger shots than that. All right, that was nothing.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality? Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Pimblett's kick looked like it might have been a good one, but it gets blocked.
Oh, he hurt him again.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, working inside his opponent's.
You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Topuria's in half guard.
Nice defense.
Under 3 minutes here to go in the round.
Oh, right into mouth. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he lands another pinpoint strike there, and no surprise to see the swelling upstairs get worse. Ooh, looks like another submission attempt now. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now. Oh, he got out again.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Topuria's torso, specifically that right side, has absorbed a lot of damage tonight. And here comes the purple, the black, and blue. A definite bruise starting to form on that right side. Some support right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Oh! Oh, is he pulling guard? No! Right into a flying armbar attempt.
Right into a flying armbar. He put his foot on the hip. Used it to get himself up into that submission.
Oh, how good is this submission defense? He is out of danger again.
He recognized the danger, got himself out of it, and now he fights on. Great defense by this fighter.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
Push kick there to the body. Oh, how good is that jab by Ilia Topuria? Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have...
Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, that's gotta be it. Come on.
That is so deep.
Oh, he's trying to buck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Pimblett. All right, side control now. And There it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
All right, getting late in the fight right now, DC. Dream fight for the fans, maybe not so much for the judges. It's been back and forth.
It's been so close. I would not want to be sitting at the judges' table right now. I don't know who's winning this fight.
Side control now. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. But he's got to start to protect it.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. All right, so the redness is omnipresent now. He has absorbed a whole lot of body strikes. Pretty good. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Final 10 seconds of the fight.
Great submission defense.
Well, what a title fight it was. What a showcase it was for this division. But at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, ilia Topuria!
Well, it is as hard a title to hold down as there is in the UFC, but mission accomplished for the champion here tonight. Congratulations, he is still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world. You know the challengers are going to keep on coming, but this man is still the hunted, at least right now, at 155 pounds.